warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Good evening, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander loves getting to the rim. Last season, he led the league in drives per game by a wide margin. Matter of fact, he drove the most that we've ever seen since they started tracking the stat back in 2013. His blend of length, strength, and craftiness has been remarkable to watch. Guys?
Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. D.A., thank you. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Lou Dort out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Roby in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Nets, we've got Brown. MP is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's KD in at the 3. And Greg, people already predicting the MVP for this season. Is it too early to start talking about that?
I mean, we have roughly half a season left to play. Yet people love to talk about sports, period, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual award out there.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
Boy, at 6'11", Aldridge makes this look really easy. All he needs is the right positioning, and it's over.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Roby. Now Dort, guarded by KD. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey. And it's off from three-point range. Inside. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by MP.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Roby. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's MP. Count the basket.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 23 points his last outing, and there it is for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
That one goes in.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and skills.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Thunder making the shot. Aldridge misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And finished off by Bertans.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
The drive by MP. And MP throws it down.
And something you have to appreciate about MP. He will go out of his way to spend time with the fans.
Well, you've seen it. I've seen it. It's something, Greg, that makes the NBA a special league. MP has the adoration of men. Good to see him giving back to the fans. I love it. Now, here's MP. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. One-on-one here. Here's Giddey. Covered by Irving. Giddey the pass to Roby. Takes it from 10, and good that time. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Here's MP following the score by Oklahoma City. Aldridge kicks to MP. Back to Aldridge. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And the dunk by MP.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And so here is Oklahoma City following the bucket by the Nets. 5 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And there's the bucket from MP.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Thunder have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Bertans. Pass to Dort. A floater, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
In for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Bruce Brown. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Irving. And then Meladon with the dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Now, here's Meladon. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Brooklyn leading by 4.
First quarter.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Griffin. Now here is Harris. Defense right on him. And no good. His first shot of the night missing. Thunder trailing by 4. And here is Meladon. Last game he had 12. Got a hand on it. Now here's MP. Down low. And Griffin scribbles it in.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Now here's Meladon. Covered by MP. Passes it to Dort. Here's Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Dort. Misses off the right iron.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Feeds to Griffin. Here's Mann, guarded by Harden. Here's Meladon. The Thunder with another miss.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Here's MP. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now Dort. Pass to Meladon. Here's Mann. Bangs home the trifecta. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Nets lead by 5. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Creative finishers in the end where it all started.
Backyard and, you know, just practicing all my layups are effective. I mean, this is when I'm in that situation, I kind of feel like the attitude I give is this is what I do.
Indeed, the English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball.
Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
They've got Bembry. MP is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the power forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bulls was huge. He ended up with 43 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Ludor has made a name for himself on defense.
The way Dort has handled guys like LeBron and Harden, he does as well as anyone when it comes to defending them.
Yeah, I mean, he's small but strong and really hard to bump off his spot. Quick enough to stay with anyone on their drives and just turning into a great shutdown defender.
Greg, you know, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
And most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the made shot from MP. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Good D by Irving. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by MP.
Taking matters into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander following the bucket by the Nets.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now, here's MP. 43 points out last game. Just 5 to shoot. And KD throws it down.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Giddey. Out to the wing. The three from Bertans. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Gilgeous Alexander against MP. To the middle. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Up top, Gilgeous Alexander. Covered by MP. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bertans got 11 points.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And there's the pass to Pokusevski. Now, Gilgeous Alexander with the drive. Shoots over KD. Misses off the left iron. And a close game so far through the... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Travis Bertans out there with Lou George. Then there's Shea Gilgeous Alexander. And it's Roby in at the center position. Now, here's MP. And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in a locker room, and things aren't always equal.
Kevin, it's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room.
Now, here's George, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. For the lead, Dort misses.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Boy, a fantastic job by Aldridge to lay into that defender on the screen.
Thunder trailing by 4. Gilgeous Alexander with it. He's got 6. Drills it from outside. Bertans got 14.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
His IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Dort passes to Gilgeous Alexander. Driving the lane. Brooklyn with the rebound. On the wing, Irving. Back to MP. can't cash in from close range.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Floats it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Irving. Good, and the assist goes to MP. He has 6.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma.
Substitutions on the court.
Here's MP, and he has 28 points for the game. A shot's good from Claxton. Claxton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Man passes to Jack. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
MP outside. Going inside, and it's good for 2. MP's got 8 here in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Nets leading by 11. MP looking around. Here's Claxton, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for James Harden. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Giddey, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Claxton, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And so it's Brooklyn. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. MP is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown, and it's Durant, and it's Aldridge in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
MP finds Irving. And here is MP. And the dunk by MP.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
It's stolen by Bertans. Dort left side to the inside. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
His first foul, first team.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And the shot is long. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. It's a 10-point game. Off target with his 3. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Irving. That shot off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Again, the Thunder score.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
MP dishes to KD. Back to MP. He feeds it to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
So effective in these screen and roll situations. Aldridge excels at taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Giddey. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And have yourself a night, Shay. We know he can dish it, but when he needs to, SGA can just take over offensively.
Timeout called, the Nets. And with the 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan. These players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And the Thunder making a switch here. Roby's checked in. Yep, it counts. MP's got 38 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Bertans. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
The drive by MP.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
This young man, a rising scorer who continues to improve. Gilgeous-Alexander may soon be the focal point of every opponent's scouting report.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Brooklyn leading by 8. MP outside. To the paint. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the league. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in. MP against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. MP dishes to KD. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Nets lead by 11.
Yeah, he's got those Inspector Gadget arms. I mean, they go on forever. Durant, a threat on the offensive glass, too.
And it goes down 2 points.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
MP passes to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the Nets with possession here. The Thunder making the shot. The drive by MP.
Taking matters into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his third foul so far. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. MP's really making a difference here.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Dagnall was telling his team. He was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here's MP. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 32 points in the game.
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance and helps him to be effective on his drive.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the miss from MP. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving inside.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. That shot misses. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's his fifth personal.
He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Harden finds MP. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Nice pass. Run into the rack perfectly for the layup. Aldridge has got 10 points here in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Over Harden. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Led by as many as 14 points. And he banks in the layup. And now a 9-point Nets lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
MP passes to Harden. There's the feed to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skill. Incredible. James did win an assist title, you know.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Heads up basketball, plain and simple, guys.
Here's MP. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Harden, no good.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
So they foul intentionally.
Team second. Coming out on the floor for the Thunder.
Carter, the pass to Millsap, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his second personal. Third team foul.
It's the first, that increases their lead to 6.
And, you know, while Millsap doesn't demand attention, he's a natural leader and does demand respect. He's somebody the younger guys certainly look up to.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Williams for 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Now, here's MP. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
Treat you special, girl, I hit you with the roses. Can't stand your boyfriend, he too controlling. You get along better with me. Up when you open. Girl, you chosen. Up when you